YouTube, what is going on? I got a big box today. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I just got back from lunch I just got back from lunch with no other than Legion Defense Solutions. Robert, I know you're going to watch this, man. Thank you so much for lunch. That was so kind of you, and you didn't need to do that. I am so happy to get in this knife and break it down with all the people here, because this is just, well, let's just say I've seen it already, and it is beautiful. Holy cow, guys. So, first and foremost, made in Texas, Legion Defense Solutions. That's pretty much all you need to know. Best of the best right here. I'll put up his stuff on the screen, his Instagram. And then if you need to get a hold of him or you're interested and have questions, you can always reach out to me as well if you just think you're not ready to reach out just yet. But we'll do a little unboxing, kind of see what's in there. I'm going to save the good stuff till later. So first and foremost in the box, we've got the Legion Defense Solutions towel. This will be my second. Super excited. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that, man. All right, what else do we got in here? So he always has, man, that feels heavy this time. All right, let's make sure. What do we got here? Okay. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like some super secret thing you were hiding from me or whatever. So, all right, let's put that back in and let's get into, so koozie number 2 for me as well. I use mine pretty much daily, so glad to have another one for sure. Rob always makes sure these things are loaded with stuff for y'all. It's not just about the knife, which, believe me, the knife is plenty, especially for the price that he charges. But let me show you why. This is why you support Small American, right, guys? Like, first and foremost, look at that drawstring bag and just the little things, man. Like, I mean, just a cute little frog, right? Pretty cool. My kids will love that. We've got the Legion stickers. Some legends, and then the Legion right there. Oh, how about that? The keychain. Love that. So Legion lube, we're going to get into that. I've got one right here. Bang. How about that? So Miss Legion is actually kind of supporting, and her husband out there, I mean, not kind of, she definitely is. She's a badass for sure, and they have bees out on their property out here in Texas, and so they were thinking about like what they could do. You know, Rob's making some badass blades, like, you know, bring money in any way you can, use the stuff that you have, and so they made wax for beards and for blades, and this stuff is really good, guys. This is a little tester tube of it that you'll get with your blade. You can buy more from them too if you want, but this stuff is gold. I used it on even all my stainless blades. I mean, why not? It's food safe. That's a big thing here, food safe, made in Texas. And really, this is some really good stuff, guys. So if you wanted to try out some wax or some lube for your blade, here we go. Another little keychain. That's awesome. That's going on the truck keys for sure. And then some candy. And, oh, another little, I've been using these as knife stands. They're like this little, kind of like, it seems more rigid than it is, but it's really soft. So I've been putting like my knives on these and whatnot, or I don't know, just little stuff. They're cool. A magnet, nice. Throwing that on right now on the fridge. And then a couple of the patches that Rob owed me, one for the blade and one for 1 month, one knife. So, I'm sorry, 3. One for, I can't remember the other one. Something, I don't know. but it's a little challenge that we're doing in our Legends group. So yeah, I mean, look, he doesn't slack on the experience, guys. Like he's giving you everything. He's giving you so much for what he charges for custom knives and some of the most beautiful ADCRV2. I carried one of his knives for 30 days straight, used it on farm tasks, used it pretty much on anything, and it held up so good. So I'm telling you, you need to check this stuff out. And then here it is, the Moist Maker. Wow, so let's just cover these up and let's talk about this first. Look at this brown true hide that he made. It's just gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. Okay. And then the handle, so these are $285. Woodwork, sorry Sharky if you watch this. This was before me and you got close. I didn't really know. You know, I'm learning, brother. I'm learning the fixed game blade over here, or game over here. 285 is really good. I do support. They make some really good stuff, but Sharky is my man. So, and then that just ridiculous buoy or Bowie. However you want to say it. The jimping up here is so good. Ooh, it's just so pronounced, that swoop. Holy moly. Golly, and look at this. The work. I love this. Rob and I were talking about this. Like this is showing up more orange than it is, guys. It's because I have this light on. These are copper. It matches perfectly in person, so don't trip about that. And then the white G10 liners, like look how beautiful. All the way around. It just adds such a beautiful accent to the knife. I mean, look at that. He's got that, dude, that blade is mirror. Look at that. You can see the scale in my finger. Rob, my man, go inside and go to sleep. You spend too much time in the shop. Wow. All right, cool. Nice little lanyard on there too. I like that. I will probably change that, but that's a great touch. I love that he puts that on there. This really it fits so good in hand. I'm in awe, guys. The handle on this and like just how good this whole knife is. Like this is such a sweet piece. Wow. I'm in love with this. Rob, thank you so much, man. I mean, you knew I was sold on it, but come on, man. You're one of my favorites, and thank you so much for always taking care of me and putting so much heart and soul into the stuff that you make for us, man. Like, this is so awesome. All right, let's get some measurements. It's ADCRV2. I believe, I'm not even going to guess. I'll ask him and put up what his Rockwell is. I can't remember what it was. I think 59 or 60. 59 or 60, I think. So blade length overall, a little over 4. Maybe we'd chalk it at, 4 inches. Handle, a little over 4, like 4 1/4. Yeah, wow. This is like 3 1/4 cutting edge. So it's a big knife, guys. I mean, it's not huge. The Snake Eater was bigger, so that's the thing, guys. This is taking the place of the Snake Eater. Rob really loved the Snake Eater, so I gave it back to him, and he gave me this. So she's gone. I can't size comparison it. I'm sorry. But nonetheless, we're going to give it the old college try anyway. So let's grab some knives from up here, and let's get to comparing. So how about first up against a couple Jacob Creates, the Collusion with Jack Wolf, and the Vanguard Mary. I'm telling you guys, this knife is massive. All right, how about up against the Benchmade and the Jack Wolf? That's the Canyon Hunter and the Midnight Fix EDC. Purple crystallized tie. So definitely bigger than those. How about up against 2 of the North Edge Tools by Dustin. What up, Dustin? Yeah. The length of the Ghost. I'm sorry. The length of the Ghost is similar. So there's that for sure. How about up against a Carry Dev 1? That's going to be dwarfed by that for sure. And then how about up against the BP Poontang? Cool. And then last but not least, how about up against the two Northern Knife Works? This is Flying Shark scales on that one. Our handles, and then the Harpoon Stinger. So, yeah, man, overall just a big knife. I am so pumped, though, to own this thing and get to try it out and just keep it forever. Because, dang, man, like, Rob, you did so good. I'm so impressed, man. I just want to say that again, give y'all a little show up close before we go. Look at that. That's some beautiful work by the one and only Legion Defense Solutions. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.